I think what I look for is people that are committed. I don't want people to throw resumes and hope they stick. I don't like the account manager recruiter setup. I think
Life cycle.
Full desk.
I need full desk, full life cycle, where that person's coming in, getting to know the company, getting to know the culture, and be invested. It's about relationship building.
So who do we trust? Our doctors, our teachers, our workforce? We have more responsibility than we give ourselves credit for. We choose our leaders in politics. We choose which companies we invest in. And how about the people who make up the DNA of those companies? So why should you care? Why should we care? Because we are innovative, passionate, driven people. That's why. We believe that anything is possible. Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, LeBron James, all of these people were given a shot, an opportunity to be the best in their careers. And who do you think gave them that shot? Personal mentors, sports agents, recruiters. Someone who believed in them. You see, recruiting is a form of believing, and we all recruit every single day, whether we know it or not. Whether we post a comment about our favorite brand on Facebook, or share with a friend why we love the company we work for, or even show your support by wearing your university's colors. So what am I trying to get at? Let me tell you, I am a recruiter who is responsible for building the DNA of the workforce. Alongside me, there are over 1 million recruiters globally who do the same. Now we have selected 6 of the best to join us here in Miami Beach, who will have a chance to be our next leader in recruitment. And this is Top Recruiter, the competition. I want to give you guys all a heart-to-heart right now. I realize today was very challenging. I recognize that. However, we all know, as recruiters, we always need to get outside of our comfort zone. Today was no exception. Some of you thought I was joking when I said we were going to send 2 people home. Some of you took me seriously. I was dead serious about that. Today, 2 people are going home.
You're back, it's your 3rd year. Give me an overall what you think so far of season 3.
It's an interesting cast for season 3. You know, Chris, our executive producer, always does a great job of picking people from diverse backgrounds.
Rules for Top Recruiter. Rule number 1, there are no rules. Every player has their weaknesses, and the king knows them all. This movement is an evolution, where a cast of 6 will be tested beyond their expectations in an environment where the pieces are always moving. Let's meet your top recruiters.
Hi, my name is Paula Labello. I'm an IT recruiter. I've been an IT recruiter for the past 13 years. I was born in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, so very thankful for my Portuguese speaking skills as it's allowed me the opportunity to support my native country of Brazil.
Darren Lawson, the
attending the Graduate School of Business at Stanford, working with C-level executives my whole career, operating 2 staffing companies at such a high level is just a whole different playing field than I think a lot of these guys are used to.
My name is Van Vaughn. I've been a recruiter for now 10 years. In the past 3 years, I've built over $1 million. I specialize in IT and telecommunications. I chose to come here for a reason, is to make a change for myself, self-improvement, and I'm here to win the title.
My name is Nicole Mestres. I work for a global staffing firm, and I specialize in accounting and finance. And all the Fortune 500 companies, but their Latin American divisions is my specialty. I'm confident in what I bring to the table, so yes, I'm going to win this competition.
My name is Chad McRae, and I'm in talent acquisition. I've been recruiting for about 10 years. And biggest competition, I'd say probably Paula, because she's the winner and she handles herself very diplomatically. I would love to take the crown from her. I can find the talent, and that's where I come ahead.
Hi, my name's Kim Pope. The reason why I'm the world's top recruiter is because I've been in this business for over 20 plus years. And from the San Francisco Bay all the way to LA, I can bring it. So Chris, don't look any further, because I'm your next top recruiter, and this is exactly what I'm gonna do to my competition.
Welcome to the Top Recruiter Mansion here in beautiful Miami Beach. In this competition, you will go head-to-head in a series of challenges that will test specific skill sets within the recruitment process. If you are familiar with the show, then you already know that there are no rules to this competition. However, what you don't know is that we have switched things up a bit for Season 3. For this competition, there will be 2 teams. It will be corporate versus the headhunters. As you see, we have our champion back from Season 2, Paula Lobello, back to defend her crown. Welcome back, Paula. So Paula, Chad, and Kim, you represent the corporate team. Darren, Van, Nicole, you represent the headhunters team.
When Alex came up and started talking to us and that we were getting separated into teams, that's when it hit me. We're not gonna know anything till the cameras are rolling. This is real.
The executive producer, Chris Lavoie, and I decided to bring you advisors to help you along this journey. Meet Jared Langhans.
Top Recruiter Season 3, it's a movement. The reason I'm here is because I like to be a part of the cutting edge. I like to be a disruptor in our industry.
Jer will be the advisor to the corporate team. Now for the headhunters team, please meet your advisor, Batsheva Chase.
I love Top Recruiter, and I feel like it's showcasing so many different types of talent. And let's be real, in the world, people are very different and they can be successful in different ways.
Thanks, guys. Finally, I would like to introduce you to an executive who's paramount, not only to this show, but the entire recruitment industry. She will be my eyes and ears when I'm not around. Meet Rayanne Thorne.
The movement is what Top Recruiter is all about. It is about change. It is about evolution, far beyond revolution. It's about taking what we thought we knew about recruiting and evolving to a place where it is better. Better for everyone involved, but most importantly, better for people.
Now, before we start this competition, I want to make something very, very clear. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm not here to compliment you or pat you on the back for doing a great job. This is not a tropical Miami Beach vacation where we all go hop on a boat later and sail off into the sunset. Most importantly, this is not a game. This is a competition. We are here to compete. Now, I don't like talkers. I think talk is cheap. I want to see you take action. I don't want to hear excuses. Excuses are bullshit. You either find a way to get it done or you don't. Most importantly, don't ever underestimate me or the dynamics of this competition. I want to be crystal clear on my expectations. I'm sure some of you are a little cocky right now because you were selected to be here. Yeah, I can see in some of your eyes. I'm hoping that's the case because that will make this week that much more enjoyable for me.
I was glad to hear him say that. Let's get to the point. Let's make sense of what we're saying, and let's not fill airspace here with a bunch of fluff.
You have no idea what I have in store for each and every single one of you.
You know, uncover some layers here to see who is the top recruiter without all the bullshit.
And then it kind of pushed me back on my heels a little bit to let me know that this is a real competition.
Now this competition will start tomorrow, so let's celebrate tonight, being chosen as the world's top recruiters. We're all going to be attending a very exclusive gala in South Beach. I'll see you tonight.
So how did you feel when Chris called you and said, hey, I want you to come back for another season?
To be a part of the movement? Oh my God, it was awesome. You know, I'm advising the corporate side of the cast, and I think the agency side actually has more talent, but we have the all-star on our team.
Excited to be back. More relaxed this time for sure. Tougher competition. I have witnessed that already. I've also recognized too that social media is helping out in the recruiting industry.
You don't have to think like it's this long-term commitment. Once I have my Twitter account, I can't do anything else in life.
Honestly, I'm expecting the defending champion, Pola, to bring it. It's her job to represent the brand. As someone that's aligned with the brand of Top Recruiter, I expect Pola to bring everything that she can and even more than she brought last year.
Yeah, once you learn it, then you can hop in on quickly and do a couple things, do a couple searches, and then hop off. You don't stay on all day. One of my messages continually for the recruiters this season was to find the better way, to know that you never have to stop growing, never have to stop changing, never have to stop finding the better way. And I share it to LinkedIn, it automatically goes out to my Twitter.
Yeah, at the bottom of the LinkedIn, it gives you that option, and I do that, but I don't really use it.
It's easy when you've been doing a job for a while and you are good at that job to become complacent, to rest on your laurels, to say that I'm as good as I need to be because look at what I have. See, here's the push notification that came up because I'm tagged in this tweet. So anything that I've tagged in or connected to, or if I'm following it, if I'm following hashtag PR3, it will pop up in the corner. And we need to maintain and hang on to that spark, that passion, the drive. That's what the movement is all about.
Well, my team is interesting. I have Van, who is a pretty extraordinary woman based on where she's come from. And I'm really impressed with her. She's strong and has a very, very strong shell around her. So I've been really working on helping her bring out her vulnerability because I think that's what people will be attracted to.
Your recruiter is not your recruiter, it's your representative, right? That's where we're missing the boat.
As recruiters, we ask people to do different things. We take them out of their element. We remove them from comfortable places that they may have been in decades, or years. Change is not easy for people.
You're making sure that that candidate that you're representing, even though it's contract, you put him in a contract job, my client buys from me because he knows that my contractors trust me. Because when that contract ends, I'm gonna find him another job.
This whole experience was a journey for me in the first place, of even taking the leap of faith. Day one, got off the plane, I couldn't believe I got on the plane. Challenged myself in doing that.
Why do people go from contract to perm? Why do people take perm jobs over contract? Because they think it's more security, but it's not.
It's going to be very dynamic. There is going to be a lot of twists and turns and things that are totally unexpected. And this whole experience is just one big interview. And it's how you do under pressure, how you adapt, how you change, and how you navigate. And this is what recruiting is about.
The competition begins with a secret challenge. Everyone at this exclusive VIP gala is undercover, and they represent the who's who in HR and recruitment. Their mission is to assess which top recruiter gives them the best first impression.
So this year the theme was different. It was talent corporate versus agency. I was really interested to see how those two would work together. My initial thoughts were the agency side would be a little more aggressive because agency recruiters tend to be a little more salesy and a little more blunt and forward. And the corporate talent side tend to be a little bit smarter, more analytical. So I was really interested to see the dynamic between the two.
And you are? I'm sorry. I'm Andrea. Andrea, and what do you do?
I'm actually a client support manager at Digimon.
Nice.
What's the company? Digimon.
Tajimi? Okay.
We produce job videos. Instead of reading a job description, you watch a video.
I much prefer that.
Brings the
No one wants
personality
to
out.
do it. I have to say, Kim, she definitely was very engaging, and she really wanted to know more about me, who I was.
We're analysts in advisory services firm, covering HCM. We're up in Delray Beach. I would have to say Darren gave me the best impression. He met me before, and then during filming, there was a familiarity there that I felt really comfortable with.
Do you ever recommend that they use a recruiter, an outside recruiter?
Yeah, it's the whole framework of it.
I would say Nicole, she was very passionate, very engaging. She does a really good job of representing the millennials.
So the best first impression for me actually came from Van, and it was because she approached me right when she got here. She knew all about who I was. She had already done her research, and I think that's what's really important for a great recruiter, is to know in advance who they're going to be talking to and what's important or special about that person.
It's good to have Jared and Batsheva here as advisors. They're going to be my eyes and ears when I'm not around. The cast thinks that they're advisors for their particular team, but really, they're moles for me.
Well, that's what I wanted to know about Darren. So as I was watching Darren, he reminds me of you a lot in terms of just being kind of a quieter presence. But
The season 1 version of Alex.
yeah, like there's a fire in him, but I don't feel like he's in the game.
What do you think is going to be your strategy throughout the show?
Strategy throughout the show, just do what I do. You know, it comes second nature. It's more of a clutch situation with me. And, you know, I just let confidence and experience sort of carry me through.
I almost felt like he was there to socialize and party more than he was there to network.
Right.
I heard he was talking predominantly to women.
Whoa.
You know.
If you look at the photos, that's true.
Yeah, giving out his number for coffee and things of that nature.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
You know, I eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. I've been doing it for a long time. I'm good at what I do, and I just stick with that, and I think I'll be fine.
I'm good. I'm Kim Pope.
Kim?
Kim.
Randy, how you doing, Kim? How you doing?
I'm Nikki.
What is it?
Paula?
Pleasure, dear.
Sure, the recruiter that gave me the best impression was Darren. I mean, very engaging guy. He came out, he tried to figure out one of my hot buttons, and then he played on that, which is great when you can do that.
I got a good question.
All right.
If you were a traffic sign, not a light, which one would you be and why? It's my interview question.
Wow, great question. I'm green. Well, hands down, it was Kim. You know, I think what's really important in a recruiter, top recruiter, is really being able to understand your client, ask the questions, find out what they're all about, what makes them tick. Kim was all that and more.
What do you do?
We're an employee, so we're a jobs and hiring platform that's mobile-centric and personality-focused. So we enable companies to see personality right up front rather than waiting until you bring people in. So often people from untraditional backgrounds, otherwise would be discarded before they're brought in for an interview, we enable them to give them a chance to shine. The person who gave me the best first impression was Pola. Very welcoming, excited to hear about kind of what our company is doing, what I'm doing, and really totally got the importance of seeing personality and expanding access to people.
So for me, it was easy. It was Paula. She was the most at ease and exuded the most confidence. So if I was a candidate and interested in working at her company, she would have gotten instant credibility for me, and I would have been interested in doing that.
How is it this time? Season 3. What's going through your head?
Well, it's interesting, and it's always interesting, and it's fun to watch all the players somewhat compete. It's tough when you're just such a competitor and watching people who just do it half-ass. But I'm helping them, motivating them, trying to stir the pot.
It was an interesting exercise. I think that some of them started to catch on that this might have been a challenge, that this might have been part of the competition, and others just thought it was a party.
I think Chad got it. I think Nicole got it.
See, the interesting thing about Chad, though, I don't think he got it thinking it was part of the challenge. I think he got it that this was part of what it is to be a recruiter.
Yeah, he's naturally
I'm going to connect. I'm going to listen. I'm going to give you my information. We're going to exchange information because this is about the long-term connection.
Yeah. Jer and I are doing a fabulous job, along with Rayanne, of course. Although she's the mother, so I keep getting in trouble with her. But, you know, that's normal for me.
So who was your best all-star on your team last night?
I would say, okay, so from a pure
Well, what are my choices?
So agency didn't really.
Choose yourself.
We have so many positions open, it's very difficult.
No, and how?
I've known Chris for a number of years, and I'm really thankful for what he's doing to escalate the world of recruiting. A lot of times I don't think organizations realize how much it goes into finding that right candidate, and this show tells you that it's not the easiest thing in the world.
Half like technology and half sales.
Okay, so you do a lot of tech engineers.
Building out the apps.
Right, yeah.
Nicole. Why Nicole? Because Nicole immediately built rapport with me. She asked me what the business employee does, and I immediately said it does retail hospitality recruitment technology. And immediately said, why are you not in Miami? Miami's got a huge tourism business, and she could introduce me to tons of different hotels. So immediately kind of built a connection and rapport with me, which I thought that was excellent.
As a recruiter, you'd be able to look at job of people in New York.
When I met Brad from Guild, we really connected about tech recruiting. He knows his stuff.
So I thought Chad had the best first impression. He was really authentic, good eye contact.
I'm interested to see if anyone actually makes connections or they just socialize.
Right.
Tell me your name again?
Chad.
Chad?
Yes.
Torrin.
Do you have a card?
I'm Kim.
I do.
I would go with Chad because he did a phenomenal job of inviting me into the equation. He talked about some of his accomplishment in recruitment, and he didn't hesitate to share with me that he is passionate about the space that we both share.
I am from Charleston. Yeah, we have kind of this new initiative going on called Silicon Harbor, where we're bringing in a lot of IT and tech to the Charleston. So Chad was the best because he kind of hit home on something that's really true to my heart, which is hiring on culture first, aptitude second, and resume and skill set third.
Jared Daniel. Nice to meet you too.
Jerry, I'm Paula.
Hola, I'm Jared.
And on the flip side, who gave you the worst first impression?
You know, I wasn't really impressed with it. I've seen a lot of education as well as judgment, which is an interesting side of one of the top recruiters to sit back and judge others. So it'll be interesting to see how they continue to evolve.
Last night, first impressions were so important, right? So I'm wondering if they understood that it was about first impressions. And the follow-up that I had, from our conversation last night was when I went back after we talked and talked to other attendees that were there, they said to me, if I did my interview again, I would choose somebody different who stood out because my second impression was more, I learned something new about somebody else. And I said to them, but this was about first impressions.
Right, that's so interesting.
This event was about first impressions. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
This season on Top Recruiter Miami.
We threw a giant gala event. And this was a chance for 100 of the most influential VIPs in the industry of talent acquisition to come together.
So the King's Den that followed the VIP gala event was probably one of the most intense things I've ever seen on Top Recruiter.
Remember when I told you there are no rules to this competition?
I think he could have taken it to the next level.
I'm not stepping down and saying I'm out of here.
And attract people like me if they don't like working with people like me.
I'm sure some of you are a little cocky right now because you were selected to be here. Yeah, I can see in some of your eyes. I'm hoping that's the case because that will make this week that much more enjoyable for me.
I've recruited across 45 countries. I can find the talent.
I am a better recruiter than Paul.
Thank you. No.
I can't even go there. It was really hard for me.
Called me over and had a .357 pistol in his lap.
Through this experience, I can stop having to fight.
Let's make sure you guys are ready to hit it because it's going to be the biggest challenge yet.
You're going to be a victim your entire life.
Someone really is going home.
I'm here to win the title.
Excuses are bullshit.
Or you didn't say that. You just said that you have a team that you delegated to. I'd love to take a pound from her.
My whole life has been tragic. I help people for that reason. A lot of people try to step into this industry and they get right out of it.
Would I be here if they didn't think I could compete against you at the same level?
Operating 2 staffing companies at such a high level is just a whole different playing field than I think a lot of these guys are used to.
What Top Recruiter is about recognizing those recruiters that really think about their job much more and are much more professional about what they're doing in terms of really focusing on filling the role to the best extent.
I have been a fan of Top Recruiter for the first 2 seasons, so it's very exciting to actually get to be part of meeting them in person and then getting to watch how the whole season 3 unfolds.
Something that's edgy, it's new in the industry, and it's something that many folks in corporate America don't realize the challenges of being a recruiter.
It's game changing. Top Recruiter is literally changing the face of recruitment, and it's giving the opportunity for the world to see what recruiters do and how important the role is.
I think it's great to get more exposure for recruiting. It's such an essential part of growing companies, and it doesn't necessarily get the spotlight as some of the other parts of it. So happy to help in any way I can.
Our company is really focused on the premise that personality is just as important, if not more important, than the traditional resume. And this show really is about that. It showcases personality, and that's what really Top Recruiter is all about.
I think it's a long time coming. It's a great show. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that do recruiting, whether they're hiring managers, VPs of HR, or recruiters in general. And I think it's just great that they have a show for us.
So it's always interesting when you can convene with others that are in your space, others that are knowledgeable, others that are talented, others that understand the challenges that we face each and every day. So that's what brought me down to Top Recruiter.
You know, it's such an important part of business today is to bring in the right people to run the future of the companies that we work with and what we see overall in the industry. So it's all about talent. It's all about making it happen through people.
I think this is an exciting time for talent, and talent's so important for being able to recruit and find the right talent for organization is more important now than ever.
Top Recruiter, wow, it's the movement. You know, you go out there and you make things happen. And with LaVoix Entertainment, it's fantastic. Why wouldn't I be a part of this?
Hello everyone. It's time for you to vote for your top recruiter for this episode. Who gets your vote? Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Top Recruiter, the competition Miami.